made it. Much more positive service game, that's. So, honours even. 5 apiece. What's the deal now, Robbie?
Now we will play a shootout, Jason. It's a time-sensitive tiebreaker, if you want to call it that, and it'll last 5 minutes. The player leading after 5 minutes wins the shootout. As simple as that. Of course, the players will get an additional power point as well in this 5-minute shootout. So both players, having not used their shootouts, have each got 2.
It's going to be interesting to see who uses those points best in this shootout. Here's Nick Kyrgios making his point, but he wants to get an early lead on the board, and why wouldn't you? That's always key in these shootouts. So this point counts double for Hantuchova. Oh, she got there. Just didn't quite have the necessary feel with the wrist to get that one back in. Lovely little drop shot, risky.
She's had a couple of good ones. Look at the elevation there. And when you give it lots of heights, you also give it the option of biting on the court, which that one did beautifully.
Oh, she read the serve as well. That's the one that I don't like with Hantuchova. If I was coaching her, I'd say, look, hit that same pace, but go center straight at the server or cross court for first serve return. Why take the risk there? Get involved in the rally. I understand the mindset, wanting to be nice and aggressive, but she misses a fair few of these. So this is a power point for Hantuchova. This will count double for her. It's a wonderful return. Ooh, challenge, I think, for Hantuchova. Interesting to see whether it is in, because, of course, it's a big point. 2-all or 4-1. What a big swing that is. Oh, it was definitely done. Good challenge.
Sure.
Oh, what a return. That is more like it.
Well, there's the return you're talking about. Look at that. Almost right over the center strap. Great strike.
Again, I'm not convinced with the shot selection from Hantuchova there. She's going to come in behind that, going back behind Anna to her backhand. Good dig, though. No slice backhand there. So aces up, 4-2. 2.5 minutes left on the clock.
Oh, that was for double. Love that short forehand over again, wouldn't she?
Nice little backhand, though, from Ivanovic. Just made a play, the little half volley, which is always difficult to deal with. So it's 5-2 now. Beautifully done. Here comes Fabrice Santoro, choosing to play their last power point. This one counts double for Anna, and she's got a 6-2 lead, looking good now. So, of course, I'm just looking to take a time here. 20 seconds allowed between points. Just run down a little bit of the clock. 3 points in it should be enough. Interesting bit of serve volley there. So that too often. She's having a bit of a giggle. That should do it. 4 points clear, 40 seconds left on the clock. And now finally she can relax and smile, knowing the job's been done.
Well, you laugh about the serve volley, but you know, it gets the body weight going forward into the serve, and often that can help if you are hitting a lot into the net.
Disappointing end to the set for Daniela Hantikova. Remember, she lost to Anna Ivanovic 6-5 in a shootout the last time they met. Day 2 in New Delhi, match 15, and it's a similar scenario here this afternoon. Neither player played particularly well, but Anna played a lot better when it really mattered at the tail end of it. So it's the aces who lead, 6 games to 5.
Sponsored by Bet365.
I tell them all the hell, King Kendrick, resurrecting my vengeance, been dissecting your motor mouth till I break down the engine. You telling me I only get used to living is fine, you can never live in my shoes, permanently picked from God. When the sun goes down, I scream loud, sleep when I die, but I would never die.
This Christmas, come to a place where miracles happen. And where magic lives.
Welcome to the party, pal!
This is my favorite part.
Hello. Sky Movies Christmas, a movie channel dedicated to all your festive favorites. Sky Movies Christmas, available whenever you want, on demand.
I still don't understand why you're leaving us, Aggie.
That's always been the plan.
But what are you going to do in the Cotswolds?
What normally is the quiche competition?
The winner of the best quiche is...
You prove there's a murderer in the village, people will stop blaming you.
Agatha Raisin.
Yes.
Police!
What's wrong with you people?
Agatha Raisin and the Quiche of Death. Boxing Day at 8:30, only on Sky 1 HD.
The drama of the Barclays Premier League. It's game on! Oh, what a great match. Old Trafford rises. Unbelievable! That is brilliant! Well, how about that? This is out of the very top drawer.
Sponsored by Bet365.
So, women's singles, all done and dusted. Aces with a one-game lead. But remember, there's no bonus for actually winning this set, so keep an eye on the overall score. As it stands, the Slammers will be delighted. If you're going to lose a set, lose it tightly. Of course, we're next up with the Legends singles. That's where I think Fabrice Santoro will have a big advantage, Robbie, over Pat Rafter, given the speed of the course.
Yeah, I think you're right. And Pat did say to us as we were coming up to the comms box that there wasn't a lot of bounce in the court either, so that's not going to be helping his kick serve at all. Of course, you've got to try and get it out of Fabrice's strike serve. But for me, the game plan against Fabrice is you've got to try and break down that forehand. You've got to attack the forehand slice as much as you can, because he doesn't like passing with the forehand. Prefers to go with the backhand more often than not.
And I guess the other thing we've got to think about, Robbie, is you know, perhaps Josh Eagle will make a substitution or two. He's got options on the bench, hasn't he? A little later on.
Yes, of course, Nick Kyrgios in the mix as well. But Bruno Suarez isn't pulling his weight in the mixed doubles or the men's doubles. That is an option for him. Tackling.
Time. All right, Slammers. Balls in lead. Let's Let's go, mate. Let's go. Work hard, mate. Physical out there.
Second set. Second set, Indian Nation.
So all sets for a bit of legends singles. Pat Rafter, two-time Grand Slam champion, up against Fabrice Santoro. Unbeaten so far. Of course, he did sub in for Pete Sampras at the tail end of that set against Goran Ivanisevic last week in New Delhi. Can't really count that against him. He played pretty well, but he was 4-1, 40 love down when he joined the fray. And of course, it'll be the Frenchman to get this set underway.
15.
Still got an incredibly good average, of course. A little bit better than Rafter's 3.71. He's played 7 sets for 26 games for the Slammers. Any average in the threes is still a bit of a struggle. You've got to get up to 4s and 5s to be regarded as a highly effective player, I think, in this format.
So easily, he's got this much time on all his shots. It's tough to outmaneuver even somebody who's as good around the net as Rafter. Can't track those down.
Fair to say, Robbie, when Pat Rafter was in his pomp, he preferred the court to be a little quicker, but especially high bouncing so that he could use the kicker and come in frequently.
Yes. Saying that he did have a couple of decent results on the clay court. I want to say semi-finals of the French Open one year. But you know, if it was bouncy, he didn't mind it, even if it was slow.
Of course, the French Open, when it's warm, those conditions can get relatively quick, can't they?
Get good bounce off the court, but through the air. Whenever it's a little warmer, folks, the ball will move through the air quicker. Now that's, for me, is not an option. You can't serve volley to this guy's backhand. He's going to chip the forehand, and he's never going to hit winners against you. You're always going to get a look at the volley, even if it's below the height of the net, but then go back to the forehand. That's the key. A lot of players make the mistake of going into Fabrice's backhand after they've served to his forehand.
See, there it is again. And when these two met previously, it was a similar story, wasn't it? Time and time again, Pat would play to his strengths, that kicker, but it's going straight to Fabrice's strength. And Frenchman's strength was just a little better than the Australian, so not going to eventually prevail there. That's a different scenario. Yes, you're going to get the low volley. You should be able to deal with that. Maybe drop that over short on this court so it stays low, and then you see if Santoro can pass you off his weaker wing when he's out of position somewhat. Santoro moves so well. He's always, even when he's had to cover the full width of the court or chase up a short ball, he's got good dynamic balance. So when he gets there, he still has great feel with his hands. He's always making his opponent play one more shot. thought this might be a struggle for Rafter, so it's proved so far. So the aces now have a pretty decent lead after a tight opening set from the women.
Too many winners of that backhand side, but he'll take that one all day long. You see what he sets up the point with the backhand.
How good was the footwork there? He was so quick to get around and use his favourite shot, wasn't he?
Well, you never see this. A guy running around his forehands at a backhand. So for me, as a coach, that says everything.
He simply can't afford to give him those shots. He still dealt with that incredibly well, though.
Well,
that's a collector's item. Suddenly, it's given Rafter a chance here. So Slammers are playing their power point, which counts double for the receiver. So he's got a chance to break here. Oh, he's just missed it. Worth a challenge, though.
challenging call on the left near side.
Roth thinks he's made it.
Nope, he's just missed it. Ivanovic was all over that. She knew exactly where that thing had bounced. So no luck for Rafter. Doesn't make good use of his power points, and it's the aces who lead, 9-5.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Play World of Tanks. Take a quick break, choose your tank, and have a blast. World of Tanks. Play for free at playtank.co.uk.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Done. Thank you, bowler. Thank you. Take it away. Lovely thing. Roll the balls down.
Just got so much time on that return. Server's getting no help at all from the court.
But it's the next shot that's the key. When you've got to make him pass you off the forehand side. That's the key. That's the key.
Love them.
Well, Anna's joined us from the Aces bench. Anna, congratulations on your win over Daniela there initially. But it looked like you were both struggling. What were the difficulties out there compared to playing on the court in New Delhi?
It was actually a lot different to play on this court. It played really slower and it was softer, so I think we both struggled in serve because from the return you felt like you could at least swing and get that first hit in, and then it was really hard to return. Yeah, I was really happy to win that super tie break at the end.
Has it been difficult for the Indian aces in particular, given how much support you got in New Delhi and how amazing it must have been to have Roger on your team there, and then come here where it's not quite the same atmosphere?
Well, you know, we're trying to get the energy from the bench, and it definitely feels a little bit quieter this week. But you know, we have great support and we have great energy between us. So we really try to keep it in our team and try to give each other what everyone needs.
And Robbie alongside Jason. I want you to give an idea to the average tennis player out there who sees you guys playing on a slower court today, and they might think, well, it should be easier for the pros to play on a slower court. They've got more time, but maybe give them some insight as to why sometimes it's actually easier to play on a quicker court rather than a slower
one. On a
one.
quicker court you can absorb the pace a little better, and also for us girls, I think we struggle a little bit because we play with the men's balls here, so they're a little bit heavier, and you know, it has effect on our shoulders and elbows. But on a slower court you definitely have more time, but then also it's more difficult to make, I guess, a winner, you know, so sometimes you have to come in closer and finish at the net, and then also, as you saw today, we try to also use a little bit of hands and do the drop shots. But on a quicker court, sometimes it's easier because you can use the pace and redirect.
Yeah, interesting as well. And I did think we saw you throwing a bit of serve and volley at the end. Was that to Pete Sampras inspired?
Definitely. That's what I told Pete. I said the last two serves were just for you, the serve and volley, so you can see I can do that.
Very nice. Well, you got your team off to a good start, and hopefully Fabrice can keep the ball rolling for you guys. So well done, and good luck for the rest of the day today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Anna. I mean, this has been an awful set of tennis for Rafa. Not necessarily in terms of him playing poorly, but just feel bad for him because he just can't hurt Santoro, can he?
Yep. I mean, Fabrice is so good anytime he's got a backhand. You can see what he can do with the ball off that wing.
The Slammers bench, a whole host of Aussies. There must be some kind of forfeit for losing a set 6-love. They're usually so good at that, aren't they, the Aussies? I have to ask Josh Eagle. Leighton will come up with something for sure.
Well, surely Kyrgios and Hewitt might know that answer already.
Yes. Of course, this court's laid over a swimming pool here, so I mean, maybe they just open a trap door. That's it, you're done. Well, just a game away now. Winning 6 games to love. It's been an outstanding performance so far from Fabrice Santoro. And look at the difference it's made to the overall score. The Aces are now up 11-5.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Nothing beats half price on a range of kids' bikes at Halfords. We'll even build and store them for you for free until Christmas. Great gifts from Halfords.
The Trainline.com app can save you 43% on average on train tickets, but it can't save you at 10,000 feet. Brilliant for train stuff, rubbish for anything else.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Time.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, there's that little return again. Such an intelligent shot. He's not looking to try and hit any winners, even though he's 5-love up. He's not trying to play millionaires tennis. He's just controlling the rally beautifully. His shot selection's been outstanding. Just the odd execution error. Oh, I can believe it. I thought he put that forehand volley away. I mean, that's a great hustle. And he should have done a little more with the forehand volley, shouldn't he? Because he set it up nicely with the first volley there.
And a little too casual. He didn't think Fabrice would chase down that last shot, and he did.
It's not bad for a guy who spent a fair bit of time in the hospital since sort of day 2 in Singapore. Problems with the gallstone. Still on the antibiotics. But, looks to be doing relatively well out there. Quick timeouts for the aces.
No, I take next.
Anna's taken over the captaincy.
Tu peux tasser un tout petit peu là? T'as encore du temps, t'as 30 secondes.
I don't mind.
T'as 30 secondes.
As long as I'm on the board.
Yeah. No.
So timeout's complete after 2 points away from being bageled here. Better volley. Downside for Rafter, DBS Singapore Slammers, is that Michael Maxinian Aces played their power point here, so this counts double for Santoro. So in effect, it's set point.
There's the play right there. It's taken Pat's 5.5 games. So even when the return does come back low with that forehand chip, the first volley has got to go to Fabrice's forehand again. Make him pass you off that side. That's the key. And I'll tell you what, he won't be nearly as effective.
I guess the downside for Rafter here on a quarter slow as this is he doesn't have a plan B, does he? He can't suddenly stay at the baseline and try and rally with Santoro. Frenchman's got better control of the ball from the back of the court. Moves a little quicker, lower center of gravity. Lovely serve as well. So this is Santoro. Set point for the aces. tennis.
40-15.
Better tennis. The set was done and dusted. 140 love. But half chance here for Rafter. Remember, every game counts, so this is important for his team. It's a lovely return. And all of a sudden, it's all changed. Can you believe it? 4 set points have come and gone for Fabrice Santoro. Slammer's still in it. Remember, the overall score is what counts. It's 11-7.
Well done. It's actually a good play, mate. They can't do much. Right now, it's always been a gun from the back. Yeah, not a bad play, mate. 27, mate. Let's go. Come, big man. Let's go.
Tranquille. Vas-y, tranquille.
All of a sudden, if Rafter can hold serve here, even if he loses 6-3, it makes a big difference compared to 6-1. Big swing.
Love 15.
It's good serve. Decent pace on that. Nice and accurate too, so that's a nice combination. Well, he was there, so he'll be frustrated with that miss.
It's going to be a challenge here, but I think Rafter's hit a spot again. Same spots. So the last point on that side, all the way in.
anticipation. As soon as he put the lob up, he moved to his left. He knew Rafter was going to try and put this one away cross-court.
So good with the backhand, isn't he?
So deciding points, which of course is set point 2 for Santoro. That's a lovely combination. That's certainly the game plan. Perhaps it's too little too late as far as this overall set is concerned. Too frequently to Santoro's backhand initially. He's dug himself a deep hole, which he's finding it difficult to get out of.
For years I've been talking about this comeback.
5-3 now.
Fighting talk from the bench. Really getting in Pat's grill and making sure that the cheeky comments are heard as well by Santoro.
15.
Exactement ça, tu forces pas trop au service, Fab, c'est ça, allez.
See what's down the ball there. Time.
Settle Tio. Just slow things down, give Santoro something to think about.
Whatever happens, he has finished the sets in a strong manner, which will help. Nothing worse than getting beaten 6-love or 6-1 and having no chance at all and don't contest any of the games.
How long have you been in Wilson? How long?
There's Matt, the big man.
Let's go,
I got it, mate. I got it.
Here we go, Pat.
Let's go, mate. Done. 30.
So Santoro, 2 points away.
He pulled out just as Pat was hitting the ball. He made a call.
This time, surely. Set point, Santoro.
Game and second set.
Well, in the end, started very brightly indeed. It crawls over the finish line somewhat. After trying to execute a better game plan at the tail end of the set, but it was too little, too late. So it's the Aces who've built up a decent lead now. 12-8's the score.
Sponsored by Bet365.
The Trainline.com app can help you find which platform your train leaves from, but can't help you find the perfect beach. Brilliant for train stuff, rubbish for anything else.
This week, Capri Thermal Tops down to an incredible $3.99. Yes, $3.99 at
The thing about Sky News tonight is we have a very unstructured way of approaching the news.
We reflect in our coverage the issues that really matter to people.
There's much more flexibility, I think.
It's not a formal,
traditional,
sitting down at a table,
authorial,
question and answer type scenario.
We've got insight from our team of specialists.
Instead of just giving you the story, we actually interrogate it.
Unpick, unearth, so that you can hold the politicians that make the decisions to account.
The technological capabilities of how you can report are changing all the time.
Comprehensive,
in-depth,
and a bit of fun.
In reality, there are some simple truths, and we're trying to get to the heart of what those truths are.
Two crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double, tomorrow and Saturday, live only on Sky Sports.
The Wire, the complete collection.
Barksdale and Bell, they're the new power.
Why do you care?
Well, who said I did? These guys are good. They're deep. They're organized. They got everyone on the terraces running scared.
You can't even call it a war. Why not? War's end.
Series 1 to 5 of The Wire, available on demand now with Sky box sets. Sponsored by Bet365.
So we get 3 minutes in between sets just to quickly get out there on the course, get warmed up. So it's already looking like a decent day as far as the aces are concerned. Remember, they're top of the group, 3 points clear. And of course, the Royals and Mavericks were hoping that the Slammers could do them a favour. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case so far, Robbie.
Yeah, I think you're right on the money. And of course, with Papana and Mirza to come, we know how strong they've been in the mixed. I guess it's a chance for Bruno Suarez to shine, because if he is able to do something special here in the mixed and bring the Slammers back on track, well, we could see him playing in the remainder of the matches as far as the Slammers are concerned.
And perhaps negotiating a pretty decent deal 12 months down the road. You want to strike while the iron's hot. You have a couple of great sets, play lights out. You start calling your agent and make that call now. So, women's singles was a little patchy. A lot of unforced errors from both. Struggling to get used to the slower speed of the court this week. But eventually, it was won by Anna Ivanovic, and Fabrice Santor had no problems at all in dispatching Pat Rafter 6-3. So up next, a bit of mixed doubles. Rohan Bopana and Sanya Mirza up against Bruno Suarez and Daniela Hantakova. And then a little later on, we've got men's doubles. Gael Monfils and Bops up against Leighton Hewitt and Bruno Suarez on double duty today. But of course, it might be 1 or 2 substitutions. Josh Eagle's got Nick Kyrgios on the bench. And of course, he could choose to play Thomas Berdych before Berdych plays singles against Monfils in the 5th set of this particular match. This, of course, is match 19, day 1 here in Dubai. It's the Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League presented by Qatar Airways. A decent lead so far for the Micromax Indian Aces over the VBS Singapore Slammers. Interesting to see whether they can extend that lead somewhat here. It'll be Suarez to get us underway.
59.
Another superb year on the doubles court for Bruno with his regular partner, Alexander Payer. Big superstar down in Brazil.
20-15.
Signing some big endorsements back home as Bruno, speaking of agents, as Jason was a little earlier. He's doing a good job as far as that's concerned. That's a lovely pickup, because the return was a good one, and I guess he wants to prove himself, given that he's been left out of a fair few matches, been subbed on 2 occasions. Wants to show the bench that he's got some game. That's a good start. And of course, got the advantage of serving first, which means if they can get just a one-breaker serve, all things being equal, they can win the set 6-3, and all of a sudden they're right back in it, just a 1-game deficit. So I think that's how you've got to look at it if you're on the Slammers bench. Reflex. All of a sudden the pressure's right on the Papana serve. Check that one out. To organise his feet, couldn't do so. Brazilian will be relishing these slow conditions. Well, what a start from the Brazilian. He has been dialed in. That's the serve that we like from Popsy. A heavy kicker. The women tennis players really do struggle to come to grips with it.
That's good tennis.
That's a great rally. The difference between Mirza and Hantukova is that Hantukova keeps going backwards, whereas Mirza keeps closing down the net, giving it plenty of zzzz on that last smash.
40-30.
I was joking there, Jason. It's my pronunciation. I haven't developed a lisp overnight yet.
He forgot about the bad ball toss, didn't he? Keep your wits about you here.
So once again, she's too static. She's got to close there when Bruno's got a second serve return. She can sit right on top of the net.
Of course, if you're watching for the first time, you might think, well, why was Bob hitting that ball toss? Why didn't he just let it drop? Toss it till it was better, but I'm not allowed to do that here. That's a good move. It's all about timing when you're looking to intercept. You've got to do it just as the ball's bounced. So as the guy returning or hitting the ground stroke at the other end of the court has already started his swing, he's already committed to his original decision and can't change his mind. There was a little fake up. So lovely combination. You crossed on the previous point. Give him a little turn of the shoulders. So perhaps the returner takes their eye off the ball, thinks you're going to do it again, goes up the line. Then you've got to be ready for it though, and he was. position. What a nice shot that was from Hantakova.
2-1.
It's been a good start. Lots of exciting tennis so far in the opening 3 games here. It's the Slammers who lead 2-1. Look at the overall score now, 13-10.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Play World of Tanks. Take a quick break, choose your tank, and have a blast. World of Tanks. Play for free at playtank.co.uk.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Time. Love 15.
So once again, Daniela, for me, hasn't changed her court position enough.
You want to move in there, don't you? When your partner's got to look at a second serve, you've got to think, obviously, they're going to return that a little better than they would a first serve. So you move in accordingly. Give yourself a more aggressive position to put more pressure on the opposition. Tell you what, that's a good return, but Bob's read it well.
That's part of her game plan. Serves 2 doubles, gives you no rhythm, and then throws in 2 first serves.
Bruno was telling us start of this competition that he sometimes struggles to return the women's serve rather than the men because of the lack of pace. So there again, he was too early on the shot. It's a great cross. That's the advantage that Hantakova has here. There's 4 players. She's already played a set of singles, so she knows the speed of the court a little better than these guys. And she's able to adapt, hopefully, a little quicker. So break point then. And a great return. That time Bops wasn't ready. For pace. Tennis so far from DBS Singapore Slammers. They lead 3-1 and they've reduced the arrears overall to just 2 games.
Oh, I think he's made it, but only just. Mirza with such incredible variety on that forehand. It's such a big weapon for her.
Better second shot, that. the speed of the court, if you hit a decent return, you've got to think you're going to get a second chance. You've got to be prepared to do something with that. Use your favourite shots, draw the error.
Great forehand, heavy, dipping, central. Always creates a bit of confusion. That's a great second serve that was. He really did go for it, but of course he's going to have to do it all over again. To Popana, male to male on the deciding point in mixed. So frustrating now. Well, generally, so far, will disappoint him greatly. Bonus for the aces. Back in it now. It's 3 games to 2.
Sponsored by Bet365.
The Trainline.com app can save you money on train tickets up until midnight the day before you travel, but can't save you from that man on the bus. Brilliant for train stuff, rubbish for anything else.
Nothing beats half price on a range of kids' bikes at Halfords. We'll even build and store them for you for free until Christmas. Great gifts from Halfords.
Sponsored by Bet365.
You want to go there and make a gin? There's plenty of
Important
space.
job for Fabrice Santoro, just to keep his team up after all that happened in New Delhi. He's played his part by doing well in the Legends singles, beating Pat after 6 games to 3, but he's got to keep the rest of his team up too.
15.
Love that serve again. That's the fast kicker. He's going to make that 75% of the time.
Just getting ready for action. He's been a real star of the competition as well. Monfils, such good energy. Playing a bit of doubles with Bops next before facing Burdick in the singles. Quite move his feet there. Got to get up the court, take that one early, rather than muscling the ball, waiting for it to come to you, and then trying to generate all the pace with your arm. That's a huge serve. He's got a big kicker there. Off a similar ball toss, he can just hit it flat. So surprises the returner. Honours even now, 3 apiece. It's 15-11 overall.
Indonesian challenge ball, left near sideline, ball was called in.
Be ready for that one coming at you, especially on a slow court. Opponents that are hitting the ground stroke have time to get set up and take a big cut at it. Good cross. Drew the error. Those of you at home that play a bit of tennis, just watch how he moves forwards as well. He's not moving laterally. He's not moving backwards, which some players do. He's trying to cut off the angle. He's not worried about being lobbed or being passed there down the line. Doesn't concern him. There's a little bluff, and she fell for it. Good tennis, nice little lob from Hantakova there.
Good elevation. There's JW. We're up a little later this evening for the Mavericks.
Did really well there to force Papana into error on the low volley. Striking the ball with a lot more authority now than she did initially in the singles. It's 15-12.
Well done.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Domino's are now delivering all the fun of the fair, freshly baked and piping hot to your door. New Domino's Delicious Donuts, one lip-licking portion of
Greatness from Domino's.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Come on, buddy. Come on, team. Let's go.
So some nice decisive words from Coach Josh Eagle on the sideline to his charges. Mirza serving to reduce the arrears in this set. Oh, that forehand is so big. You talk about dynamite coming in small packages. That's Mirza in a nutshell. There we go at the power point. I'm pretty sure that Nick Kyrgios
Happiness power points.
not throwing in the towel, but throwing the towel in.
Indian Ace is challenging the call on the center service line. The ball's called forwards.
Oh, once again, almost too much time to think about that second serve. A couple of poor forehand returns in that game. Big opportunities to just slip by.
It's a lovely combination of shots, that. Plenty of options on the volley. Great hands. Very quick to react there.
Very little movement of the racket head here. That's the key.
You can understand what she was trying to do there. I think both pairs have used that return down the line to good effect. It's John Lafney Diaga keeping a low profile there behind the gentleman in the glasses. Captain of the UAE Royals this week, looking to finish as strongly as they possibly can. Huge serve. So smiles all round, gets the hole to lead 5 games to 4. Aces up by 3.
All right.
Sponsored by Bet365.
At Richer Sounds, we're passionate about bringing your music and movies to life for amazing colour and clarity. Why not upgrade to this Panasonic 50-inch 4K smart TV for just $1,299 with a friendly team of experts and fully qualified installers at our 53 stores nationwide. We'll make your home entertainment dream come true.
Sponsored by Bet365.
He can hit that serve because his best serve is down the tee. Yeah.
Time.
Yeah. All right, let's go, team. Let's go. Come on. Here we go, Bruno. Lead the way, mate. Lead the way. Let's go. Come on.
Made it. Good little hustle, that.
Knew exactly where he wanted to hit that one, bisecting the aces players.
30-15.
Oh, shame. Good hands, quick reactions.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes, shootout will now be played.
So the second of the 3 sets to be decided by a shootout. 5 minutes in duration, team leading. Once the clock runs down, wins. Simple as that.
The mindset when you come with that is not to panic, because it doesn't have the same sort of effect as when you're playing a tiebreaker, does it? It really only counts one game at the end of it all.
I think as well in the tiebreak, you always feel like each point will be contested well and you have a chance, but the shootout, I think the players still feel if I go down early, 2 or 3 points, and I've lost, I've no chance, so they get tight straight away, don't they?
2-1. Singapore slice. 2-1.
Both teams have an additional power point to play in the shootout. He's taking it at the right time, it's crucial. That's a better volley. Bit of footwork there rather than being static. So that was good. Late on the return there. Overcompensate. Too much use of the left wrist. Just over 3 minutes left on the clock. 1 point in it.
A real loose arm. That's Papana. There's that change up. Really kicks serve, takes all the pace out of it. So difficult for the woman to return once again.
Ines is called a happiness power points.
Yeah, no surprises here. There is a little bit of additional pressure on Bops. He knows his team expecting him to win this point, especially now. Good return, wasn't it? There was a lot of movements at the net there from Suarez. Not enough to put him off. So look at the score now, big difference. Aces up, 6 games, or 6 points to 3 rather, just over 2 minutes on the clock.
Indian Aces.
Suarez has played well at the net, but he's too many
many
ground strokes and returns.
Win this, we're right in it, let's go.
So Josh Eagle playing power points for the Slammers.
Indian Aces.
Suddenly, back in it. It's running out. Just about 50 seconds left. Cheap return, isn't it? So Suarez there was deliberately running down the clock on that point. 7-6 now. And of course, this will be the last one, unless the Slammers win it. And then we'll go do or die. Deciding point. Well, you can't argue with that, can you? And wants confirmation, but he thinks good serve in his heart of hearts, I'm sure. And that will seal victory for the Micromax Indian Aces. Yes, what a serve that was.
Indian Aces.
Bops comes good when it really matters. Again, it was a scrappy set. So Bopana and Meza do just enough to get it done in the shootouts. Second time today that the Aces have done that, and they lead 18-13 overall.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Domino's are now delivering all the fun of the fair, freshly baked and piping hot to your door. New Domino's.
Sponsored by William Hill, the World Darts Championship starts next Thursday, live only on the Sky Sports Darts channel.
A UK first. A Sky Movies first. A Toy Story first. This Christmas, treat the family to the perfect present. The brand new and exclusive Toy Story that time forgot. As part of the Toy Story collection.
We really hit the jackpot this Christmas.
It's all available with Sky Movies On Demand.
Two crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tomorrow and Saturday, live only on Sky Sports.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Well, I've had a couple of tight sets so far. Anu Ivanovic and Rohan Bopana and Sanya Mirza just getting it done on those shootouts. Just that one set of legend singles, the main difference between the two. Where do you see the DBS Singapore Slammers, Robbie, being able to catch up, if at all?
It's going to be difficult because Bopana and Monfils have been decent. Again, maybe if Hewitt can light it up, there's a chance that they can exploit Monfils at the net, but it's going to be very difficult. But, you know, 5-game deficit, you win the set 6-3 with just the one breaker serve, and then it's all to play for in the men's singles. We saw Thomas Burdick play well last time he came up against Gael Monfils. I think a 3-game deficit going into the last match is still very much doable for Burdick and his DBS Singapore Slammers, so I'd sign for that right now.
Yeah, I think Josh Eagle probably would too. Especially when you consider that when these guys have met previously in this competition, been relatively one-sided affairs in Manila on day one. Aces beat the Slammers 26-16. Singapore day 2, Slammers beat the Aces 24-23. That was a big difference, wasn't it? And of course they had Agassi and Serena Williams. And that's when Burdick played lights out, so you're absolutely right. He did give them an opportunity. And then when they played in New Delhi, on day 2, match 15, Aces beat the Slammers 26-16. So a couple of heavy victories for the Aces, and then just that one match that was a lot tighter. And that, of course, was when Burdick played lights out to beat Monfils 6-2 and then came back to beat Monfils in that shootout. So that does make a big difference. I think that was 10-6 as well on the day. Curious played well too to beat Bopana and Monfils, so there was a bit of inspiration in the team. They built up some good momentum towards the tail end of the match, and that's exactly what they need to do today as well. Of course, good news for the Aces, because they do have a A 3-point lead, top of the table. They've got a 6-win, 3-loss record. Royals and the Mavericks are 5-4. It's the Slammers who've really struggled. So only won 2, lost 7, so they've got 17 points. Well, you do get a bonus point if you lose. 10 or more games gives you 1. 20 or more games gives you 2. So Aces get a win here. They move to 34 points. And of course, it's a good game of catch-up for either the Royals or the Mavericks, who are currently on 27. So time for a bit of men's doubles. First time this afternoon we'll see Gael Monfils partnering Rohan Bopanna, who should be nicely warmed up, as should Bruno Suarez, who's partnering Leighton Hewitt. Usually we've seen Hewitt and Kyrgios for the Slammers. Big advantage for the players that have just played a set of tennis. They're the ones that need to take the lead early on in a situation like this. So that's Bopanna and Suarez, respectively. Of course, for the other two, need to get warmed up as quickly as they possibly can. Get involved.
Such an intelligent shot from Bopanna. So often that second ball is not about pace, but it's about keeping the ball below the height of the net.
Thank you.
Just need to press. Got to trust your volleys. Rather hit a shorter serve and have a shoelace volley than try and go for too much behind your serve. Not get to play to your strengths at all. It's important to understand that as a player.
I can't believe he's left that. What was he thinking? Good hands, great tennis. All concerned there.
What a rally this was. Great reflexes from all concerned. This volley here from Suarez was right at the top draw.
Oh, how was the pickup there initially from Suarez off a great return, but Bopanna at the moment playing lights out. can't put a foot wrong. Sensational tennis from Bopana.
Indian Aces lead by 2 games to 1.
I'll tell you what, don't get too close to him now because he'll be radiating all kinds of heat.
Aces 2 up in the men's doubles. Decent lead overall, 20 games to 13. Just got to put over his Hellas there, didn't he?
Love.
Good little volley that from Hewitt. Wasn't easy.
Fifteen. 30.
Have to bounce back right here, right now.
Just deciding point.
Just want a bit of that. Not as much as the previous one, so got away with it. Big points. As it was the deciding points. No luck for the Slammers. Aces lead, 3-love. They're 21-13 up now.
The Trainline.com app can save you 43% on average on train tickets, but it can't save you at 10,000 feet. Brilliant for train stuff, rubbish for anything else.
Nothing beats half price on a range of kids' bikes at Halfords. We'll even build and store them for you for free until Christmas. Great gifts from Halfords.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Time.
Oh, that's great. What a close. This pick up here was good. So was that one from Hewitt. Great tennis IQ is Leighton. It must come off the net. Just missed it. How much?
Game, Singapore Slammers. Indian aces, 3 games to 1.
Better for the Slammers, that's reduced the arrears to just 2 games. They're still in trouble overall. Aces lead 21-14. It's a lovely little lob.
Love 15. Love it.
Oh, some hang time.
15-30.
Quite time it as well as he would have wanted, but always so good to watch Monfils in full float.
Singapore Slammers have called the happiness PowerPoint.
So PowerPoint in play, counts double for the receiver. Oh, what a brilliant lob. And he always possessed one of the very best in the business and used it to such good effect there. So Slammers back in it now. The Aces lead 3-2.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Domino's are now delivering all the fun of the fair, freshly baked and piping hot to your door. New Domino's delicious donuts, one lip-licking portion of
greatness from Domino's.
Sponsored by Bet365.
No substitutes used as yet by the Singapore Slammers captain Josh Eagle. He's got Nick Kyrgios on the bench. Bruno Suarez has played relatively well so far today. Double duty, played a bit of mixed earlier. Teaming up with Leighton Hewitt here.
Love him.
Back on serve midway through the men's doubles.
Does hit that particularly well, that backhand up the line. Him and Zimonjic both enjoy that backhand return from the deuce court.
That's not a bad one either, is it? And again, that gives you a pretty good indication of the lack of speed in this course, because he hit that first serve well. Monfils anticipated beautifully, and as a result was able to prepare just that little bit earlier. Did well not to panic there. It's easy to do when you have a lot of options on a shot like that. Pick one, stick with it, concentrate on the execution.
Miss off the forehand wing. That does some serious damage yet again. I mean, you're expecting a slow ball here, aren't you, if you're Suarez? Maybe something up the line. The last thing he thought of was something cross-court with pace.
Papanas hitting the ball with real authority now. It's well left. Nice teamwork, good combinations there from Papana and Monfils. Papana played so well in this set. Took him a while to get warmed up in the mix. Carrying his responsibility really well. Disappointed with that. It was kind of the easiest volley of the rally, wasn't it?
Sometimes he just gets a little lazy with the legs on that slow volley. Got to get down. Don't always rely on your hands.
Such silky skills in the forecourt there. I mean, such soft hands. There's no panic here, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do. Couldn't have hit it any better. Good teamwork. As soon as he hit a decent return, nice and deep, Suarez knew he could get involved in the rally. Nice move there from Hewitt too. Just made Monfils' target a little smaller by taking that central channel out of play.
Such a casual volley. He's got away with it again, but technically... I'm not sure what was better. The shot between the legs from Monfils or the smash from Suarez. How's that? Still plenty of work to do here, and he's chosen the tight angle. Made it look so easy.
Just by much, did it? That's why Hewitt's frustrated there. Can they challenge the serve at this stage? I mean, it's taken them a while there, hasn't it? Craziness, that was well in.
Indian Aces lead 5.
The Aces are up 5-2 and lead 23-15.
Sponsored by Bet365.
The Trainline.com app can save you money on train tickets up until midnight the day before you travel, but can't save you from that man on the bus. Brilliant for train stuff, rubbish for anything else.
Nothing beats half price on a range of kids' bikes at Halfords. We'll even build and store them for you for free until Christmas. Great gifts from Halfords.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Time. 15.
Oh, Monfils with a little bit of, I don't want to call it chip and charge, but not too far away. Getting a bit of lip there from Josh Eagle on the bench as well. A trash talk. Aussies know a thing or two about that, don't they?
Oh, it's brilliant tennis. Borden gave him the no look as well once he chased that down. It's good stuff.
Oh, he's everywhere. Even a strop volley ends up getting there so comfortably. How good is that? Take it on the run return.
Boom!
Single set. The Nations League 5 games.
It's Thomas Berding just getting ready for action. Men's singles up next against Gil Monfils, who will have the advantage of already having played his set. It might be difficult for Berding initially.
Such an intelligent ball. This, even if Hewitt doesn't cross there, because he's hit it softly, the ball's going to be below the heart of the net. Makes a tough volley for Hewitt.
The ball to come back, not panic when that's the case. Outstanding there, that set of tennis from Popana and Monfils, but particularly the Indian, and they won it 6 games to 3.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Play World of Tanks. Take a quick break, choose your tank, and have a blast. World of Tanks. Play for free at playtank.co.uk.
As the competition reaches its climax,
we think of you as our Magnificent Seven.
Our semi-finalists face their greatest challenge.
You may disagree about important things.
2 sitters, 2 opposing points of view. But who will find the unique perspective?
I think it's maybe a little bit too bright.
I haven't got enough time.
And make it through to the final.
No, you're losing the image. Reported Artist of the Year.
I couldn't call it now, could you?
The semi-final, Tuesday at 8 on Sky Arts 1 HD, or catch up on demand.
Meet the staff that put the super in supermarkets. They're friendly.
Nice to see ya. Nice to see ya.
Resourceful.
Found a toffee crisp down there. Do you want half? Oh, yeah, go on then.
Safety conscious.
Bit of a problem.
Not a good time.
And always helpful.
I think you prefer this still, sir. That one's a bit,
Do the weekly shop at Valco, where they always serve you right. Catch up on demand now.
Bo Peep, isn't it? Please, take a seat. I don't have any knees. What makes you cry?
A firm hand on my tuffet.
I thought that one day I'd lose this sexy allure.
Dirty chimney sweeps.
What's your biggest sexual turn-on? A man with a husky voice. Or a man with a husky. Or a man with a voice.
Brand new comedy. Catch up with the series so far, on demand now.
Sponsored by Bet365.
So what do the numbers tell us? What did Papana and Monfils do well? They served it pretty well. Defended the second serve particularly well. That's so important in doubles. Net points 1, solid 9 over 16, but break points 1, that's where they excel. 2 of 2. Play the big points well. Of course, you're going to be tough to beat, especially in this shortened format of the game. It's another good set from the Micromax Indian Aces, and they take a healthy lead into the last few matches here of day 1 here in Dubai.
No wins at all as yet for the Slammers. A couple of tight sets though, but you need to then win handsomely somewhere along the line to play catch up. Hasn't been the case. 8 games down going into the men's singles. It's a big ask even for someone as good as Thomas Burdick, especially when he's up against somebody in Gael Monfils who's already played a set of tennis in the men's double, so he'll be nice and warm. And perhaps he'll want some measure of revenge against Burdick, given that he was beaten handsomely by him in Singapore when these two teams met. And of course lost the super shootout there as well. So this perhaps an opportunity for Monfils, especially considering the speed of the court. He can defend well, he can neutralise, although of all the players at the top of the game, I mean, Burdick should have the power to be able to go through a slow court.
Balls in, please.
Monfils perhaps will be trying to break the forehand down a little bit. Few players defend better than the Frenchman, so it's going to be a tough match, I think, for Burdick.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. Raw power. Burdick, all-out attack.
Final sets.
I'd like to see Monfils play a little bit more offensively minded in this singles. Step up the court, not only use his athletic ability to defend, but also to attack this guy.
So it's a big ask for Josh Eagle and his Singapore Slammers. 8 games down going into the final set of tennis, which is men's singles. And representing the Slammers, it's Thomas Burdick up against Gael Monfils for the Micromax Indian Aces.
Ready? $50. $30. $30.15.
old school tennis at its very best there.
Yeah, nice to see him coming in a bit. I think he's pretty handy in the forecourt. Technically very sound on the volleys. He knows a thing or two about good volleys.
Oh, it's magnificent tennis. Wonderful point construction.
Picked a spot. Got to be definitive in your decision making. I think he's made that. He's expecting it to come back cross court.
A couple of wonderful slice backhands from Burdick. I mean, he's saying you can't challenge there, you're taking so much time. I'd agree. Got to be done in a timely manner, especially in a format like this, surely. Yes, he's made it. A lovely shot. There's so much slice carved underneath the ball. I just think someone like Burdick, Robbie, should have played more sets for the Slammers.
I think he's been key for them when he has played. He's done well.
Good average, hasn't he? 5.14 games per set. The only player representing that team that's anywhere near 5.
The numbers don't lie, do they?
Nope. Look down the rest of the team sheets. You've got Hantakova at 4 after a poor start. That's halfway decent. Suarez on 4.11. Whoa!
Won't see that one in any coaching manual. Often you see Monfils play a shot like that and you think, I wonder why he tried that, but then you've seen him make them. So then you think, why not? Decent service games for Burdick so far. So the Slammers lead 2-1. It's 25-18.
Domino's are now delivering all the fun of the fair, freshly baked and piping hot to your door. New Domino's delicious donuts. One lip-licking portion of
Greatness from Domino's.
Sponsored by Bet365.
$15 left.
Didn't do enough for the first volley, so a little risky. Burdick knows he should have done a little better with that. Right shot. Have to get the elevation. It's your #1 priority. Once you've selected your target, centre strap, going cross court with spin, get the elevation. Because the worst case scenario, you force your opponent to play one more shot. It's so frustrating to miss that in the net. Approach again. Hit on this court. He's realised that there's not a lot of good sense in hitting through the court. Make good use of the fact that the ball stays low. Hit a lot of heavily sliced approach shots.
Choose deciding time. Receiver's choice. Game, Singapore, 3 games to 1. Balls down, please.
So Burdick building up a nice lead here for the Slammers. Quick hold. Good to go.
Love it. Love 30. Love 40.
Those two steps are so quick. Vector in a slide. Choices down balls I think are going to be difficult to get to.
Game in it. Singapore Slammers lead 3 games to 2.
So not much in it. As far as the men's singles set is concerned, Slammers up 3-2. Look at the score overall.
Oh, yeah,
It's 26-19.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Domino's are now delivering all the fun of the fair, freshly baked and piping hot to your door. New Domino's delicious donuts, one lip-licking portion of
greatness from Domino's.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Oh, he's made that. It's a lovely shot. Apologises for hitting the top of the net, but it did have some nice elevation and shape to the shot.
How's that for easy power? All the time. You get away with a couple of fancy handsy shots.
Singapore time. Singapore Slammers lead 4 games to 2.
Just enough on that one to draw the error. So it's Burdick who leads, 4-2 now.
He
backhands early doors in that rally from Burdick. He gave himself a good foundation to hit from. Staying nice and low. I mean, he's tall. Ball's staying very low on this court, so good footwork. That's one of the things I always tell people to look at when they come and watch these players play live. How much they bend their knees to get underneath these ground strokes. How they use their legs, generate all that elastic energy. Goes through the coordination chain and finishes up in the racket head. That's how they can generate so much pace on the shot. Using all the major muscle groups.
Oh, that's a spank you very much. Thomas has got plenty of firepower on his own. Talk about strong legs. He's got the tree trunks there on him.
Okay, Singapore Slam.
It's in the ball well. Clean, crisp, with real authority. So his lead now should prove decisive. 5-2.
Sponsored by Bet365.
And you're gonna pay for I tell them all the hell, King Kendrick, resurrecting my vengeance, been dissecting your motor mouth till I break down the engine. You telling me I only get used to living is fine. You can never live in my shoes, permanently picked from God. When the sun goes down, I scream loud, sleep when I die, but I would never die.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Time.
Yeah, you don't get another time.
Wait, please, again. Thanks. 15.
Good court coverage, nice anticipatory skills on display there.
Talk about elastic energy in a shot. He's got plenty of it.
Just running out of ideas now. Monfils, I think, just been outplayed in this set. Gives him a fighting chance in this set. Burdick really has to get tight or slip up, I think, in order for Monfils to get back into it. No matter for his side, though. They lead 27-21 now.
He's playing loose. Plenty of games in hand. He's had a couple of good drop shots this afternoon. Ivanovic produced some gems, and that was a perler from the Frenchman.
Foul.
Oh, what a combination of shots again. To be kidding me.
30-40.
How's this for some court coverage? You can't even see him until the last second. He's able to put the ball back in play.
Juice. 9 points. Position.
Oh, what a second serve.
For the first time, the hands saw Thomas Burdick. It was too little too late, surely, as far as DBS Singapore Slammers are concerned. The Max Indian Aces lead 27-22.
And we got a power play. 3 breaks. 3 breaks, that's fine. 3 breaks. TV water.
Well, of course, Jason, we're going into overtime now, aren't we?
What's the deal with that?
Oh, the leading team has to win the last game in the format. So, of course, it'll be the Indian Aces. And that will then determine the outcome of the match. But, of course, suffering a 5-game deficit, if Burdick can win 5 games in a row and level up the scores at 27 all,
we need his game. We need his
into a
game.
super shootout. Monfils, however, needs just 1 game to seal the deal.
Monfils wanted to get off to a quick start there, didn't he?
You can't throw the ball and then claim a... No, he threw 2 balls and then ran to save. You can't get extra time because you create the delay.
Nice try.
Love 50.
So 5's the magic number as far as the DBS Singapore Slammers are concerned. 1 is all that Monfils needs for the Aces.
Great skills from Burdick. Serious foot speed. That was a wonderful pickup. Burdick is everywhere. He's ready to go. So down by 4 games.
Wait, go back.
And of course, we are in overtime, which means that the leading team has to win the last game in order to win this match. So all Monfils needs is 1 out of the next 4. Worth reminding, if Burdick can win 4 games on the bounce from now, this match would then be decided by a super shootout. But we'll worry about that if and when we get there. That is the first strike if I ever saw one.
Plenty of those today from Burdick. It's a lovely little forehand because Monfils, I think, was well aware of the fact that Burdick loves to go cross-court from that position more often than not. A little change up there, well worth it. It's lovely serving. Burdick gets the holds. It's 27-24 now.
Special. Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Done.
That's the start Monfils was looking for. And that will do nicely. 2 points away.
Singapore slams for the happiness.
Oh, what a shot, and a great dig initially, and on a power point. So that one counts double for Burdick.
He's taking a hard tumble here.
Time out? Time out. Thanks.
Too sure what he was trying to do there because just loses his footing a little bit. You can see there's a lot of fluff on the court from the balls. Very gritty surface.
Yeah, maybe he's hit his hip on the court. So that sometimes hurts when you go down like that. But he's taken a timeout. Remember the score's 30-all. So that was a huge swing in favour of the Slammers.
Il est bien défendu. Allez guys, come on. Come on.
30.
Monfils still 2 points away. Oh, what a shot that was.
That's what the best part about that whole point was for me. It's the explosiveness of it. Burdick had no idea he was coming in.
So this, match point.
Passing shot. It's that flying cross court all day long.
So deciding point, receiver has choice of sides. Just enough on the serve. So disappointment for Thomas Burdick. Certainly put forth a good effort there. Not quite able to do enough. So Gael Monfils seals the deal for the Micromax Indian Aces. They get the win in overtime.
And I tell you one thing.
They beat the DBS Singapore Slammers 28-24.
Ça va? Mais pas tordu ou quoi que ce soit, non, ça va. Tu sais que je suis très content d'une chose, c'est qu'il n'ait pas challengé ta deuxième là. Non, je pense pas, mais elle est aux trois quarts d'heure.
But a good one nonetheless for the Indian Aces to continue to extend their lead at top of the log. Tough time for Slammers captain Josh Eagle. Kyrgios obviously not happy that he was on the bench today. Wants to be part of every match. I mean, I think he'd play women's singles if he could. pretty good for the Slammers has Burdick, but service Gilmore feast for the Aces. Let's go down courtside. As Craig Willis is with the Aces right now.
Well, a very relieved Campbell Fee, but firstly, how's your wrist? Was that the problem when you took that tumble?
Yeah, it's a bit painful. I fell on my wrist, and it is a bit painful, but I will check later.
What about going into extra time? How do you cope with the pressure of that?
Well, you know, I was 3 breaks or 4 breaks up, and you know, I just tried to focus on my serve, and I know I'm gonna have one in 4, so it was actually simple.
And I think you might like to, when we're finished here in Dubai, is wrap this net up and take it home, because that forehand you hit from that far, I thought you were in the car park here, and it clipped the top and went over Thomas's head. That was an amazing tennis shot.
That's pure luck, but I think it was a nice run, and with luck, and it became an amazing shot.
You're one of the few players who can do it, and Gail, well done to you and the team.
Thank you very much, thank you.
So, as far as at set number 5 was concerned, of course it was 6-3 to Thomas Burdick, and actually 2-1 in overtime. But Thomas Burdick served well today. At first serve percentage was very nice, and I thought he defended the second serve well. Winner's turn forced there is good. That's where he excelled. And then I like it when he comes forward, the big check, and that's something I want to see him do on tour next season. He's got such good technique in the forecourt, and it would be great to see him be a little bit more offensively minded in that department, especially when he's playing against great defenders. But, unfortunately for the DBS Slammers, it wasn't to be again today. The Micromax Indian Aces are proving too tough at the moment, and they run out worthy winners.
So Burdick, the only player for the DBS Singapore Slammers to get a win in one of the sets. A couple of hotly contested affairs. Women's singles initially, that was a little scrappy. Ivanovic winning 6-5 against Hantukova, and then some good stuff from Papana and Mirza against Hantukova and Suarez in the mix. But again, Papana playing just a little too good when it really mattered. He had a good day. He played well for the Aces, no question about that. Burdick just not quite able to do enough in overtime. So good results for the Micromax Indian Aces. Look at the difference now. 34 points at the top of the group. So Royals play the Mavericks this evening. 7:30 local time. They're both stuck on 27. So a lot of work for them to do. So of course, those two will clash at 7:30 local time. That's in about some 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes or so. And it gives us an opportunity to show you exactly what happened in the match of the event so far. It was much anticipated between Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. And there's about 15,000 people there. There's a lot of buzz on Twitter. And everybody was wondering whether Federer would be able to get the better of Djokovic or vice versa. And it was amazing, really, to see those guys playing in India for the very first time. It was quite some match. If you didn't see it, check this out. We'll start at the very beginning for you.
La 15.
It's magnificent tennis. Majestic shot making.
Against any other player, that little slice would have been good enough to get you back in the point. That shot right there, but not against Djokovic.
So a chance here. Oh, that'll do nicely. You always need Lady Luck to be on your side when you come up against the very best players on the planet. Break point. It's a superb second serve. He gave Djokovic a taste of his own medicine there, didn't he? Again, such a good serve, just handcuffing Djokovic. That's 2 break points saved. And there's still work to be done here.
Oh, for once, Novak misses out with that reliable backhand.
Nice aggressive mindset, though, from Federer, wanting to surge forwards, draw the error from Djokovic. Deciding point. What a game from Federer there. And Federer puts the Micromax Indian Aces into the lead once more. Playing some inspired tennis. Federer leads 4-3.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Of course, even if the Micromax Indian Aces don't get the overall win tonight, they've reached 20 games. That's 2 bonus points. That keeps them top of the group as they head to Dubai for the final series here at the Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League, presented by Qatar Airways. Very little to choose between these two. 3-4.
Love 15.
Such an improved shot over the years for Djokovic. Whatever it takes. It's looking for a lot of luck, is that guy. Doesn't matter what you throw at Djokovic.
Yeah, that was a good hold given the circumstances. No panic there at all from the world number one.
Wait please, wait please. Thank you.
4-all.
Oh, it's got enough dipper, John. Placed with geometric precision.
30.
Wonderful serving. It's got such good variation of the same ball toss. So difficult to read. And that's a nice quick hold. It's always a bonus at this stage in the proceedings.
In Aces League, 5-4.
So Federer leads Djokovic 5-4.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Super scrimp a Christmas tree wop. If you like to scrimp throughout the season, check out our deals. They're rather pleasing. Like these pay-as-you-go smartphones from just $19.95, all with over £250 worth of discount vouchers. Carphone Warehouse. We compare, you save.
Sponsored by Bet365.
So Djokovic needs to hold to take us into a 5-minute shootout.
15 left.
And that's a nice start. Oh, yes. A majestic backhand.
It looks so good when it's in full flow, doesn't it? Boom!
Oh, he read the approach well there. Knows he should have done better. Oh, nicely done. A subtle little backhand there. Of course, Djokovic a little unlucky, wants this to clip the top of the net. Very few options available to him.
Deciding point, receiver's choice.
So it's a deciding point. The receiver has choice of sides, and this, of course, is therefore a set point.
Indian aces have called a timeout.
Ooh, Djokovic is not going to like that. Yeah, the backhand return was pretty decent on the deciding points in the doubles, right? So why wouldn't you want to do it again?
But I think Djokovic's going to stay away from the backhand. I think he's going to go slider out wide.
Deciding points, set points. He's made it. He reacted well. He got 3 lets on serve in that game.
5 games all.
So Federer can count himself extremely unlucky there.
5 minutes.
What's the deal now, Robbie? At 5 apiece.
5-minute shootout will take place, and the player that's leading after 5 minutes will be the winner of the shootout. You get an additional power point, so it's all to play for. It's off the chart stuff, isn't it? He's rolling back the years. Jimmy Connor style with the bolo smash. What athleticism from Roger.
Oh, it's too good. I mean, what a serve from Djokovic there. Didn't Federer do so well to not only get back in play, but to actually stay relatively neutral in the rally. No panic again from Djokovic. That's an incredible passing shot.
And it was off a low bounce as well. That thing is around his shoelaces. It's a joke how good that backhand is.
And what a response from Federer.
It's just raining down forehand and backhand winners at the moment. These guys are taking it to a different level.
Tennis right out of the top drawer. Oh yes, what a combination of shots there. The penultimate backhand was incredibly good.
Just does whatever he wants with that shot. No panic. Nice big target. Shut the gates.
Wait.
So the Micromax Indian Aces playing their power points. So this one counts double for Federer. dig from Federer to make Djokovic play one more shot. And remember, that was a power point.
They've called a happiness power.
So Federer serving with a 4-3 lead now, a 2-point swing there. But now Djokovic plays his power point.
Enough.
5-3. Indian aces.
What an atmosphere.
Just over a minute left on the clock. Federer with a 2-point lead.
6-3.
And that should give him just enough breathing space. That's more like it. Inch perfect that time. Reduces the arrears to just 2 points. That's what he wanted, a nice quick hold.
Indian aces.
So this will be the last point of the shootout.
Fifth set, Indian aces, 6 games to 5.
Federer runs down the clock and gets the win. A phenomenal set of tennis. No quarter asked for or given. Both players playing lights out. Federer takes 5. But of course, Novak Djokovic then won the match for his team in overtime by holding serve initially, but Federer, of course, took bragging rights by winning that set. It was tennis of the very highest order, played in an incredible atmosphere, and it was a real privilege to be courtside to witness that the first time both Djokovic and Federer had played in India. The overall score, though, on the night was the UAE Royals beating the Micromax Indian Aces 29-22. Quick updates as